Hiya, Rhian here again from Sally Holland's participation team, back with a couple more ideas of things to do while at home. And today I'm going to be talking about using music in play. Now, music is great for children. It really helps them to become creative individuals, and also really helps develop their self-expression and also their self-confidence as well, which is really important as they grow up. Now, I'm sure a lot of your children are already very musically gifted. Perhaps they play an instrument. But my first idea was to have a go at making your own instrument. So again, using just materials from around the house, I came up with a couple of ideas. So the first one is with these old yogurt pots. You could use them as little percussion instruments by banging them together, or even try banging them on different surfaces and see the different types of sounds that come out. You could even cut some holes in the top and tie some string or wool through it and create little castanets. Then I used an old toilet roll tube to make some shakers. So rather than using food such as rice or pasta, which is an option, instead of doing that, what I used was tiny bits of foil scrunched up, and then put them inside and just covered the ends with some cardboard and tape just to make sure it doesn't all fall out. And as I said in my last video, you know, part of the fun is decorating and being creative with these, so you could definitely make them look a lot prettier than that. And I think with the shakers in particular, they're really good for really little children to have something to wave about and make some noise. And then finally I had to go at making a stringed instrument. I wouldn't quite call it a guitar, but you may be able to make way better ones than me. And all I did was got an old cereal box, cut out a hole, and then use some elastic to create the strings by tying them across the hole. And if you don't have elastic at home, then you could try using elastic bands, or even some old baubles or hair ties, whatever you want to call them. And the great fun with this one is that you can really play around with the sound and see what different noises you can make by pulling the strings tighter, and maybe even making this hole bigger. That might affect the sound as well. So yes, a lot of good fun making your own instrument. And if you wanted an extra challenge, then you could get your children to make a song and record or perform using the instruments they've created. So my next idea is role-playing a live performance or live concert, either using the instruments your child has created or through lip-syncing to their favourite song. And my co-worker Jordan has already spoken about the amazing benefits of role-playing one of her videos, but in this instance your child could help create tickets, make them, give them out to different family members to invite them to the performance, show family members their seats, and then perform the act itself. And you could even take this a step further and role play the X Factor or Britain's Got Talent or something like that, whereas your child or children would be different acts through different personas or different outfits, and then the rest of the family would act as the judging panel, the Simons and the Piers Morgans, and decide who would go through to the next stage. And then similarly to this idea, your child could also make a music video to one of their favourite songs. And this one could take a bit more planning, so choosing the song, choosing any props they're going to need, any specific filming locations, obviously around the house or around the garden, any specific hair or makeup or outfits they're going to need. And then you could end this with a grand reveal or a premiere of the video for the rest of the family. So those are just a couple of ideas of how to incorporate music into play. If anyone would like more ideas and this is something that's useful to them, then please do get in touch and we will be able to make another video full of more ideas for using music in play. Diolch!